Okay, welcome back to the Roasting College. Today we're going to talk about roasting. It's a dry heat cooking method, which I really, really love. And the ingredients we're going to use to show you this cooking method will be a nice rack of lamb. So we're going to start with a rack of lamb here. One of the things that we do, we cut it, we make some cross cut on top of the fat. And that way, one, the fat will melt quickly. Second, the seasoning, when I apply it, it will get into the meat really nice. So I have my rack of lamb here ready. I can have a plastic bag, reclosable bag. I'm gonna put my lamb there, and I have here my rub. This is a mixture of different herbs, oil, salt, pepper. So I'm gonna add this, and I'm gonna rub my lamb with this mixture, adding more color, adding a layer of texture. But because again, this is a dry heat cooking method, so we adding color and texture to the product. So I'm gonna cover it. You can let it rest for a few minutes. 5 minutes will be enough. And then we're gonna put it on a roasting pan. And now, very important, in my roasting pan, I have a mirepoix, combination of onion, celery, and carrot. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take out my lamb, gonna put it on top of the mirepoix, the fat side up, and now I'm gonna roast this at 375 degrees for at least 14, 15 minutes, right? Why I'm doing it here? Because when the fats start melting and the juices come out, I'm gonna have a nice pan gravy in this. I can make a nice pan gravy with the juices and the mirepoix in the pan. So now let's take this to the oven. Remember, 375 degrees on cover, dry heat cooking method, very important, for around 14 minutes. Okay, now we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna roast now, but we're gonna do it with a chicken. I have a whole chicken here, really nice. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna season it with salt and pepper very generously. Okay, salt and pepper in the cavities, really nice, right? But also what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take out the skin, pull out the skin a little bit. And I have here a soft butter mixed with different herbs, thyme, some lemon juice, some shallots. Really, really nice. I'm gonna put this between the skin of the bird, right? And that way, when we roast in this, it will baste the chicken with extra layer of fat and flavor. Okay. Okay. Now, if you can see, we have all the fat inside, all the butter, compound butter inside the chicken. Now, my last step, I'm gonna get a whole onion, put it inside the chicken. We're gonna have some herbs, in this case, a bouquet of parsley, thyme. Okay, now I have my chicken already stuffed. Now I have my chicken ready. I'm gonna roast this chicken 350 degrees for at least 45 minutes or until the internal temperature get to 160. Okay, so now let's take this baby to the oven. Okay, now we have our product out of the oven. One really important thing you need to keep in mind when you take out or you're doing roasting is you need to let the meat rest. Very important. Take it out of the oven and you need to let it rest. And that way you prevent the juices bleed out. The juices are bleed out of the meat. Let me show you an example. I have this beautiful lamb here. We just take it out of the oven. And what happened if I cut it without letting rest? Okay, if you can see, if you slice it right away, all those juices are coming out. See how they bleed out? That's why you need to let it rest, right? We have this lamb, rack of lamb here. We already let it rest. So when I slice it, it's gonna have the nice pink color and all the juices will be inside of the meat. So I'm not gonna lose any color, any juice from the meat. Beautiful. Okay, now we have the final presentation. Everything is ready. We have here our beautiful lamb chop served over a bed of mashed parsnip, puree of parsnip, and a demi glaze of port wine and mint on the top. And we have some potatoes tournée, we have some carrots, beautiful. Now we have here the roasted chicken, completely with the stuffing, some vegetables, the herbs, and it's ready. See the color. So one of the characteristics of the dry heat method, keep in mind that, guys, our texture need to be really, really nice, crunchy texture, and also color, golden brown color. And we have that in those preparations. So thank you. See you next time.